And we say good morning to you. We're broadcasting live. We're on the road today to Food City on a Food City Friday. On this Friday, March the 20th, 2026. Clicking them off, show number 2468. Clicking off the days. March, almost to memory here. Got, what, 10 more days before it's out of here? Hard to believe. April's right around the corner, so is Easter. But we're here today. Deals for days on the Food City Friday. All kinds of goodies to tell you about. We've got college basketball. Mr. Baseball will be here. Rob's going to be here, the store manager. He'll join us, give us some show and tell about some of the good things going on for this week at all Food City locations. That's where we are broadcasting live at Food City and Gray on the Food City Friday. Show number 2,000, you see on the screen, 2,468 is our show today, heading to 2,500. So we got lots of goodies on sale. Goodness, apples, coleslaw, coffee, cereal, Gatorade, just on the front. Boston butt, chicken wings. That's on the front side. Back side, out of the Bakery Deli. Long John's or apple fritters. We've got Body Armor on sale. Got Little Debbie snack cakes on sale at all Food Cities today and tomorrow. The Celsius energy drink. You've got the Sparkle paper towels. Got all this going on. We'll tell you all about it. Coming up again here on this Food City Friday, and again on this 20th day of the month. So high school basketball. Unfortunately, all of our teams are done. Unaka got beat by 11. Hampton got beat last night by 12. So the Rangers and the Bulldogs had a great season getting to the state tournament, as did the Tennessee High Vikings, losing day before yesterday. But they're all three gone, eliminated. So it'll be a non-Tri-City state championships now down in Murfreesboro for 1A, 2A, 3, and 4A boys basketball. So, and we'll go over those a little bit later in the show as well. The obvious is March Madness. We'll talk about that. Got after our ball game last night, got a chance to sit down and watch the last 3 minutes of the North Carolina game in regulation, and then the overtime. And I got to tell you, if I'm a North Carolina, and I like the Tar Heels, they're not my fave, but I like them. But I got to tell you, if you're a Tar Heel fan, I would be fired up. That was a poorly coached, poorly played out second half of that basketball game. They blew a 19-point lead, did the Tar Heels. So, and again, I watched the strategies after the timeouts there in regulation, the timeout at overtime, and I'm thinking, what are you doing? I mean, it was just like, almost like wet your friend. I mean, and they've called a timeout and set it up. Either they didn't execute it like they were supposed to, or the play was just not very good to begin with. I'm not sure which one. But, and I'm not a coach and don't pretend to be, but I've played enough basketball to go, okay, you got to do better than this. You have to have a better plan than what North Carolina did last night. That, again, as I said, when I finally got home and sit down, last 3 minutes of regulation or thereabouts, and certainly the overtime, and I just scratched my head. I thought, wow, you just played right in the hands of ECU. So anyway, North Carolina's gone 6 upsets yesterday. There'll be more today. Of course, it's Tennessee Day today. The guys play at 4:30 against Miami of Ohio, and then the ladies play tonight against North Carolina State. So it's a Tennessee basketball day. Guys at 4:30, ladies at 8 tonight. And, of course, it's single elimination. Winners move on, losers go home. So we have lots to talk about. Full schedule today in the NCAA March Madness. NIT will start they'll pick back up on 1 tomorrow night, and then full slate on Sunday. We'll talk about that. So baseball, Mr. Baseball will be here in a little while. We've got, we'll run down who is still playing in high school basketball in the state tournament. Again, Hampton loses and Unaka loses. Tennessee High lost day before yesterday, so again, all of our local teams, unfortunately, are out. And so it is what it is. They got down to the big show, but that's a moral victory. You ask any of those kids or coaches, they want to go farther than just to get there. So anyway, here we go. It's time for the national anthem of the greatest country in the world. We as we are, and that's us. And let's bring in, oh, goodness. We had Martina yesterday. Here we go. We haven't played him this week. He's worth playing. Chris Stapleton, national anthem on the Tom Taylor Sports.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light was so proudly we hailed at the twilight's past gleaming, broad strides and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we walked were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular upon spur, singing up, yeah, through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
These are the hands that planted the seed and pulled the weeds and fixed the engine and harvested the crop and loaded the truck. But of all these hands do, nothing is more important than being a good neighbor. From the farm to Food City, local produce is all in a day's work.
And back with the Tom Dolan Sports Show. Again, we're live here at Food City on a Food City Friday, ready to bring it to you. And so, deals for days: Covington Farm chicken wings for $1.99. Peels mandarin oranges, good for you. Build up your immune system. A lot of vitamin C for $3.99 a bag for a 3-pound bag. Coca-Cola products, 2 24-pack 12-ounce cans for $10.99. Those are the cubes. Limit 2, $10.99 for those today and tomorrow at all Food City. So if you're a Coca-Cola connoisseur, you've got them, 24-pack. Hello, sir. How are you? Life treating you good?
Doing well, bud.
Are you umpiring? Or you coaching or umpiring? Are you doing both?
Yeah, I did referee basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Got softball and football.
Yeah,
All the time.
all the time. Staying busy. Coach Jenkins in here. That's good from Daniel Boone. Coca-Cola products, 24-pack 12-ounce cans, $10.99 at all Food Cities. All right, that's some of the specials. Again, Rob will be here in a few minutes to tell us more. All right, Junior says thank you. Chattanooga Prep up 31-14 at halftime in the semifinals. We'll run them down for you here in a minute. The state basketball tournament. Again, unfortunately, Hampton, Unaka eliminated. Had a great run. They got there, but, you know, you ask any of those kids or the coaches, just getting there, they want more than that, and I totally get it. We went down to win it. And Tennessee, I got beat on a buzzer beater shot to win it by Braden Howard. Just hit the rim and grazed off. It's like, oh. And so Tennessee I loses 45-44 to Tullahoma. So, again, Unaka lost by 11 and Hampton lost by 12. Tennessee I lost on a buzzer beater. Had a chance to win it and didn't go in for him. Man, that's got to be tough. So, all right, let's go back to this game. Then we'll break it down, talk about the rest of the field. 19-point deficit right there. I mean, how do you give – well, he did it. How do you give up a 19-point lead? What would you do, Tom? I'd pull the air out of it. That's what I'd do. I'd milk it for the last second shot every time we had a possession. Keep the ball out of their hands. I wouldn't go down and just jack one up. And so I would milk it. That'd be one way to do it. Slow the game down and wait down about 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. That doesn't totally eliminate your problem, but it gives them less time. They can't make it if they ain't got the ball. So there you go. So that would be one way. I don't know what – I wasn't watching all of it at that point, so I don't know what their offensive set was. I'm talking about North Carolina. So the coach Hubert Davis got a little fired up. But I like when these guys or whoever writes these stories that we're picking them up said he got a little terse. Well, he just came off the floor and got eliminated in a game he should have won. I would be a little terse too, to say the least. So, ask him what went wrong down the stretch. See, some of these guys, some of these media people, and I'm one of them. I'm in the media. I try not to ask bonehead questions, but you walk in and go, what went wrong down the stretch? So you just lose. It's an emotional game, and you get asked, why did you blow the game, basically? And you're supposed to just sit there and go, let's reflect. No, let's not reflect. He's mad. Should be mad. They choked. So, and I'm not a Tar Heel guy per se. I was amazed. I'm not going to sit here and go on about this, but I was just amazed how poorly they executed down the stretch. It just blew I just sat there and I thought, wow, he's got to be better than that. And these kids have got to be better than that. Anyway, they only did a 6-man rotation down the stretch. He got asked about that. And his response was, that was my decision. And that would be the right answer. I'm the coach. So my head's on the chopping block, good or bad. So it was my decision, and it was a poor one. So, in my opinion. Now, are you coach of the year, Tom? No, not. But I am a fan, and I do have my opinion, as you do. So, and 7 out of 25 shots down the stretch. Seth Trimble played 43 minutes. Coach Davis says fatigue was not a problem. The players said, yeah, we kind of ran out of gas. He played 43 minutes, finished 15 points, didn't make a basket over the final 20 minutes of the game. Biggest collapse in the NCAA tournament since 2018. Tied for the largest collapse in the round of 64 since it expanded in 1985. North Carolina missed its final 9 shots in the ball game. Anyway, they got beat. He said, in the post-game interview, he said, what's his quote? I apologize. I'm just not right there right now. The question was posed. I see there again. Some of these guys' questions are just idiotic, I'll just tell you. And I'm in the media and I can say that. You didn't meet expectations of the team. Really? Yeah, bud, we know that. We got beat. Shouldn't have got beat. I'm PO'd. We blew a 19-point lead. You asked me, did we meet expectations? Well, clearly you didn't because you got beat. What a stupid question. See, I get why these coaches get mad. I don't, when they go off and drop them F-bombs and pound the table and scream and all that's, that ain't cool. But I understand why they get mad because these guys ask the dumbest questions, So you get him off the floor and you ask him, what's your thoughts about you not meeting expectations? Really? We just lost the game. And how come you only had 6-man rotation? Really? So what's funny, and we'll move on here. What's funny is when you turn the tables on these media people and start asking questions about their job, about why did you write this story the way you wrote it, buddy, they bristle real quick. It's like, oh, you can't ask me, but I can ask you. Same thing when you watch these goofy people ask Caroline Leavitt, the White House, some of the dumbest questions. But when she turns it back on them, they buck up real quick. Same with the sports writers. When you come back and ask them questions, it's like, oh, you can't. No, it's a one-sided deal. So, anyway, North Carolina didn't get it done. Georgia Tech getting ready to hire Troy coach Scott Cross to be the next basketball coach of the Rambling Wreck of Georgia Tech. Took Troy to back-to-back NCAA tournaments and back-to-back Sun Belt regular season championships. He'll replace Damon Stoudemire. So, they've not been to the big dance since, let's see, when was the last time they've been? 2005, is that right? It's been a while since Georgia Tech's been to the NCAA tournament. I think that's right. Read that somewhere. Yeah, there it is. 2005 since they've been there. So the new coach for Georgia Tech is Troy's coach, Scott Cross. So there you go. Coaching carousel. All right, so let's look at yesterday. Over and above the North Carolina meltdown. Who else played and who else won? Of course, if you're following your bracket, you know who won. So, all right, so there you go. Chuck Campbell. Oh, Chuck Norris died. Okay. Thank you, Junior. William Welch is watching. Thank you. All right, so Ohio State gets knocked off. I called that one. 9th-ranked TCU over 8th-seeded Ohio State. Beat them by 2. Wisconsin, High Point beat Wisconsin, upset by 1. So number 8's gone, and number 5 is gone. Number 6, North Carolina, is gone. St. Mary's gets knocked off by Texas A&M by 13. St. Mary's way overrated, obviously, in that one. You have BYU, Texas knocked him off. There again, the SEC, 2 big wins. The SEC, 10th seeded A&M, 11th seeded Texas. And then Georgia loses. St. Louis wore them out. The Billikens beat them by 102-77. Ouch. So those are your upsets yesterday. Winners, Nebraska, Louisville, Duke. Duke struggled. They're not going to go. I'm just telling you. If you're a Duke fan, that's okay. And they struggled against Siena. And so I just don't see it. So I may be sitting there eating my words in a couple of weeks, but I don't see it. The Duke Blue Devils. Well, just had a bad game. Okay. They got exposed by a team that's inferior to them. Of course, they went on and won it. Vanderbilt, Michigan State, Arkansas, Michigan, Illinois, Houston, and Gonzaga all get wins too. Now, who plays today? Coming up at 12:15. We'll be able to give you some of the scores on this one. Junior will and our will. 7th seeded Kentucky and 10th seeded Santa Clara get after it. At 12:40 today, number 5 Texas Tech, number 12 Akron will play. The Zips will play the Red Raiders. Top seeded Arizona takes on Long Island University, number 16 seed. 3 seed Virginia takes on 14 seeded Wright State. Of interest there because that winner would play the winner of the Tennessee Miami of Ohio game later on. Tennessee State, 15th seed, takes on the Iowa State Cyclones, the number 2 seed. 4th-ranked Alabama, or 4th-seeded Alabama, takes on 13th-seeded Hofstra. I got some folks picking that as an upset since their second leading scorer got suspended for 2 pounds of dope. Just a little bit. 2 pounds is a pretty good sandwich baggie. So, in fact, that's to the point where it's for distribution. So I don't know what goes on there with this guy. But anyway, the second leading scorer of Alabama is off the team, at least for today. And so they take on Hofstra. Also this afternoon, number 8 Villanova, number 9 Utah State. At 4:25, the Tennessee Volunteers, 6-seeded, take on the 11th-seeded Miami of Ohio Redhawks. All right. Later on, this is a good one here. Iowa and Clemson, number 9 against number 8. I got Clemson in an upset. Number 5, St. John's against number 12, Northern Iowa. I got St. John's going deep. And so we'll start today against Northern Iowa. These are night games now. Also, number 7, UCLA, number 10, Central Florida, number 2, Purdue, number 15, Queens. You know the regions. That's why I'm not going into all the regions. You know those. Because I'm sure you filled out a bracket. Number 1, Florida takes on number 16, Prairie View. Number 4, Kansas will battle Cal Baptist. Number 2, UConn takes on number 15, Furman. Go Paladins. And number 6, you don't like UConn? Dan Hurley. No. So you tell us that every day. Well, I'm going to tell you again, no. Please explain to me how anybody can sit down in a normal conversation and can't talk without dropping the F-bomb or the mother F. Can you tell me that? Because I don't get it. And it's everywhere. And he's at the post-game conference. I mean, he's popping them left and right. I don't even watch him anymore. I used to go, really? Gone. So, great coach, but come on. UConn, number 2 against Furman, and then the other one, the nightcap, be number 7, Miami, and number 10, Missouri. Now, tomorrow, based on yesterday, got some good ones tomorrow. Goodness. We're here live at Food City on a Food City Friday, by the way. Number 9, St. Louis, the Billikens will take on number 1, Michigan tomorrow. Number 3, Michigan State will take on number 6, Louisville. That's a good one. Number 1, Duke against number 9, TCU. Horned Frogs can play. Number 2, Houston will take on number 10, Texas A&M. UNC Wilmington, number 6 seed, will take on number 2, Dayton. That can't possibly be right. That's a typo. Dayton's not the number 2 seed. Have to double check that one. I'm not even sure. It says number 2, Dayton. I don't think that's right. Number 11, Texas. Number 3, Gonzaga. Number 11, VCU takes on number 3, Illinois. Number 4, Nebraska takes on number 5, Vanderbilt. And that's all in the NCAA tournament coming up. And then one more, High Point. Number 12, High Point. Number 4, Arkansas. So That's what's going on in the NCAA March Madness. It'll start at 12:15, as we said today, with Santa Clara and Kentucky. And we'll let you know how that goes. 12:40 will be on the air as that one kicks off. Texas Tech and Akron will tip it up at 12:40. We'll tell you about that one, too. We got baseball this afternoon. 5 o'clock airtime. Tucker Taylor running the camera. We'll have video and audio for you as the Cyclones will take on Unicoi County. It's a JV game. Get a chance to showcase our JV kids a little bit at Elizabethton High, which I know the parents appreciate that. And we appreciate, too, bringing you a chance to see some baseball. It's going to be a beautiful day at the ballpark weather-wise. So then we got games on Monday and Tuesday next week. We'll be at Tennessee High on Monday, then Tennessee High at our place on Tuesday, and it'll be big matchups. Tennessee High and Boone played yesterday. Boone beat them in a makeup game. So Daniel Boone is now 2-1, and Tennessee High is 0-1 in the league. We're 2-0. We being Elizabethton. East is 0-2. So baseball at 4:45 today, 5 o'clock first pitch. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. Rob's here, store manager, talk about what's going on. Mr. Baseball at the top of the hour. Then later on, got some more Food City folks. It's Deals for Days. He'll tell us all about it next on the Tom Taylor Sports. Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabeth with your favorite school's T-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry fit T-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brumman Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brumman Sports Shop, downtown Elizabeth, and Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummanSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton. Tell us why. A lot of real estate companies out there. Why David Collins and Collins and Company?
Well, we service before and after the sale. I think that's a big thing. And follow through on phone calls. I think, and I have a lot of people just comment on how professional our website is, how professional our agents are, and what we do, and how we follow through with things. For instance, I'm not telling the name of a real estate company or anything like that. That's had a buyer that bought one of our houses through another agency, and she just called me. She said, my agent didn't show up at closing, didn't bring me any keys, we didn't do a final walkthrough. That's pretty sad. And, you know, I just want to let folks know, you come here, you're going to get service, you know, follow through. We're going to work through with you, follow you through the process, help you through the process. You don't have a lender. We've got lenders we recommend, attorneys for closing we recommend, and you get full service here.
End of story. Full service. Phone number to call?
423-543-5741.
A 97% closing ratio, folks. Collins and Company, great sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, he's here, our buddy Rob Gillian, store manager. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, Tom. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic. How'd you do on your bracket?
You know, there's some things my pencil and eraser couldn't have fixed last night. I would never predicted North Carolina go down so quickly.
No, they played very poorly. So
they lost a pretty good lead.
Yeah, 19 points. Played poorly and got coached poorly, I thought, but that's me. So
Yeah.
you've got a full slate of games going on today. We were just running down through there. And so Tennessee plays at 4:25 against the Miami, Ohio Redhawks. The ladies play tonight. Lady Vols play in Michigan.
Yep.
And they'll take on the NC State Lady Wolfpack. So it's a Tennessee day today. So we'll see how it goes. Here are the games again. Santa Clara, Kentucky, Texas Tech, Akron, Arizona, Long Island University, Virginia and Wright State. These are the NCAA games today. Iowa State, Tennessee State, Alabama and Hofstra, Villanova and Utah State, and Miami of Ohio and Tennessee. Then we shift to the night. Yep, night games would be Iowa and Clemson. You have Northern Iowa and St. John's, UCLA and Central Florida, Purdue and Queens, Florida and Prairie View, Kansas and Cal Baptist, UConn and Furman, and Miami and Missouri. So there you go. We'll keep you posted on. Of course, there'll be two starting while we're still in the air. Kentucky and was Santa Clara, I said it was, and then the other one, which will start be on while we're doing our thing here, which would be the second game. That would be the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Akron Zips. So there you go. So here's his bracket. So, you got yours over there. So
Yeah.
how did you do?
Well, actually, I'd figured it. I did about half on mine. So,
Well, 50% is better than 40% or 30%.
yeah,
so.
but, I think, with the prediction on Tennessee, I think Tennessee's going to take Miami, Ohio because, they're predicting them to have an 11-point win.
That's what I
11
read.
and a half. I don't know
Yeah.
how you get a half point.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. What I read, they got Tennessee by 11. So we'll see. That would be on the bulletin board. I would think in the Miami locker room. Like, okay, they don't give us a chance, so let's just prove them wrong. So we'll see. All right, deals for days. Got lots going on.
Man.
Deals for days here at Food City. These, again, as we always say, everything we're going to talk about is good at all Food City stores across the chain. So
Hey, I was just looking at this a while ago again. Got the ground beef, $2.99 on the digital coupon. Got our chuck roast down here at the bottom at $5.99 a pound. That's a good price on it. There's so many good deals in here. We got the Covington Farms chicken wings for $1.99. The Coca-Cola products, a 24-pack at $10.99. Of course, we got some good produce deals. We got our peels, which is like a clementine. We've got them at $3.99. Got our coleslaw, potato salad, and macaroni salad over in our fresh foods, and they're $2.99 with the card per pound. And then flipping over to the back page of that, we've got one of my favorites. We've got the hot dog night deal. You get a hot dog, get a pack of buns, a squirt mustard, chips, and hot dog chili for $9.99.
wow,
That's
that is
a heck of a deal.
Yeah,
And so that's pretty killer.
pack
right
of
there.
Oscar Mayer wieners. Got the buns, either Food City or Kern's buns.
Yep.
Castleberry chili, can of that, one squirt bottle of French's mustard, and one Craven flavored bag of chips. Hot dog night for $9.99 tonight, tomorrow night, and Sunday. It's all day, all 3 days. That's a great deal for $10.
Yeah. Where can you feed a family for $10 anymore?
Exactly. Amen.
Yeah.
Preach it. What else we got, sir?
Well, we've got some good deals. We got our Coca-Cola products, buy 3, get 3 free on the 16.9 6-packs. We've got our Food Cub water. We're having a hard time just keeping up with that. It's selling so good.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, 4 24 packs for $11. Yeah, it's a killer deal. It's $2.75 each if you look at it that way.
So say it again. It is how much?
Four
Four for 11.
Yeah.
That's $2.75 for a case.
Yep. That's cheap for water.
That's pennies on the dot. Man, oh man. So you
Yeah,
take
we've got our Kraft shredded cheese for $2.99. We also have the Food City shredded cheese for $2.49. So either way you want to go there. We've got our Doritos, our Cheetos, and our Ruffles, 2 for $7. So you can't beat that. And of course, we've got our buy one get one frees. And our buy one get one frees, I looked through there, and this has to be my favorite. It's the Little Debbie novelty ice cream, or Little Pints, or the Hudsonville package of ice cream. And if you've never tried the Hudsonville ice cream, it's incredible.
I've never had it. Is it good?
Oh gosh, they've got a Mackinac Island. It's like a triple chocolate.
A Mackinac Island. I
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah, I probably said it wrong.
No, you did. Mackinac. Mackinac or Mackinac doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It's
but-
ice cream.
Yes, ice cream's a great deal. We've got our Terry's chips for buy one get one free. Our Terry's Virginia peanuts for the same price. Let's see what else I've got here. I got our Nature's Own bread, buy one get one free. Our Land of Lakes shaved hams, turkeys, and etc. lunch meats, or buy one get one free. And we've got our Food City Food Club vegetables, buy one get one free, along with the Healthy Choice dinners. I mean,
Wow.
there's so much you just got to make you a list.
Yeah. And it's good to save on the old billfold, too. Buy one, get one. You can't beat that. So
Yeah.
you buy one, you get one. It's pretty simple. Buy one, get one free, as a matter of fact. So
And speaking of buy one get one frees, we got buy one get one free strawberries in our produce department. We've got our yellow Yukon potatoes and our gold potatoes and red potatoes. They're all buy one get one free. So it's a great deal. Chicken breast, $2.99 a pound. So
We're talking to the Silver Fox, Rob Gillian, the store manager. So there you go. Taters on sale, strawberries on sale,
yep,
water's on sale, Coca-Cola products, 12-pack, 24-pack, 12-ounce cans on sale. Hello, Teresa. Hello, lady. How you doing? So there's a lot of people out here we know. Hello to Reba Whitehead. All right, Junior says Chattanooga Prep up by 19 into the third quarter in the state tournament in Murfreesboro for Chattanooga Prep. So they're winning. So there you go. We're keeping on tabs. Unfortunately, our three teams got beat, our local teams.
yeah, they did. I tell you what, that was 3 upsets in a row right there.
Yep. Unaka, Hampton, and Tennessee High are all gone. So we're back. Now we've switched to baseball here in Northeast Tennessee. Baseball and softball, track and field, boys and girls tennis, and boys soccer, the spring sports now in Tennessee. High school, so basketball's done. We move on. Girls are done week before last, and boys are done this week. So we put the basketballs away for now.
Yeah, we
So,
got to.
Yep. Then we got the bats and the gloves out now, and the soccer balls.
Put me in, coach.
But that's it. Did you play sports?
I played a little bit of basketball.
Basketball? Yeah. So I can see that. Feisty. Play
We're
guard.
Forward.
Forward.
Yeah.
There you go. Post him up. Box out. Get that rebound, Gillian. So, and run the floor in a fast break. There you go. I can see you playing little hoops.
Yeah, I like baseball a little bit better though.
Oh, do you? Baseball's your sport?
Yeah, shortstop.
Oh, really? Got
Yes.
you a cannon?
Yep.
Got him an arm. Got to have a good arm being shortstop. So, and you did.
A lot of self-defense there too.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we are here again at Food City in Gray, where he is the store manager, and I like it hot dog night. That's a good deal. For $10, you get hot dogs, you get buns, you get the chili, you get the mustard, you get the chips. For $9.99, hot dog night. There it is. They do a different one every week. And there it is, the dinner deal. Hot dog night, 3 days only, today, tomorrow, and Sunday at all Food Cities. That's good.
That's right.
Anything else? What else you got?
Well, we've got our buy 5, save 5. And if you buy 5 of these products, you will save $5. It's like our soup is $2.79 a can for the Campbell's Chunky Soup. But by the time you buy 5 of them, you get it for $1.79 that way. And that's a great deal. And one of my favorites, we've got the Rayo's pasta sauces. And if you've never tried Rayo's pasta sauce, it's as good as any homemade I've ever had. They have the
Never heard of it.
they have the Alfredo and they have the regular marinara, and it is absolutely incredible. They've got their pasta. Their pasta is very fluffy when you boil it and pull it out. Just all good quality products.
Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia.
Mamma mia. Yeah, that's right.
There you go.
And if you don't want to get to Rayos, we can go with the Prego up there. You can't go wrong with the Prego either. So a lot of great deals.
And the cool thing about Food City is, he just made a great point. They have Prego, but they have brand names that you don't either don't know about or never tried. I've never tried that, never even heard of it. How do you spell it?
Rayos, R-A-O''S.
There you go. So they have a lot of variety for you to choose from at Food Cities. So there you go.
Yeah.
The Rayos got them on sale. And then you have, let's see, priced every day down at the bottom. You got Tropicana orange juice,
yes.
sour cream. Tell us about those.
Oh, Tropicana 89-ounce orange juice. It's $7.99 a pound with your value card. We've got our Daisy sour cream. It's $2.69 with your value card. And also, we've got our select Ore-Ida potatoes. And you can't go wrong with Ore-Ida potatoes. The quality's above the rest.
One thing we don't talk a lot about, it's at the bottom of the sheet, the pickup and delivery. We can still do that for you out there. And tell them how that works, pick up and delivery from all Food Cities.
Yeah, for a small fee, usually around $5, you can order your groceries, and we'll shop your order for you. And you pull in up front, and they'll bring your groceries out to you.
Can't beat it.
I got a whole team of people that take care of that. So.
Yep. So what kind of time frame? If I called right now at 11:41 and said, here's my list, 2 hours, 1 hour, what's the turnaround time?
Usually around 2 hours if
2
the
hours?
slots are open.
Yeah.
They fill up their slots fast on it. We have so many slots per hour.
Yep,
And the sooner you call, the quicker you can get it.
that's it. So if you want it in 10 minutes,
Yep.
probably not going to happen, but within 2 hours, I think that's very Very reasonable.
It depends on how many orders they got.
That's it. How
They
many
can get
orders
it
you
done
get.
as quick as 30 minutes
Yep.
sometimes.
It all depends on the supply and demand.
That's exactly right.
But they do pick up and do deliver. Again, at Food City, you come by, again, get on the net at foodcity.com and place your order, and then come by here. You pay for it and pick it up. They'll load it, and you're gone.
Yeah, we call it our go-kart.
Go-kart, absolutely. So that's a service we talk a lot about during COVID, but we haven't talked a lot about that now, but it's still out there every day. And
It's growing every day.
it's growing every day, yeah.
Yes, it is.
Folks want the convenience of just pulling up, and you load it up, and we're gone. So,
Exactly.
all right, good stuff. Our buddy Rob, so your bracket is shot. Is it okay? You feel good about it?
It's probably shot. I'll be honest. After week one, shot.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it was 6 upsets yesterday. Some of those I kind of thought, but a couple of those, obviously the North Carolina, I didn't dream that was going to happen. So, and Duke almost got beat. I read a stat where if they had gotten beat, they were losing for the betterment of the game, then they rallied to win. It would have messed up. I think it was like 7 or 8 million brackets. 26 million brackets have been filled out in this
Yeah.
country. You can do up to 10 per person, I think it is. So
hey, Maxie, how's it going?
26 million. That's a lot of people doing a lot of ciphering.
Yeah.
So
Hey, that reminds me. Next week, on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we're having our wings out again.
Oh,
Where-
really?
where you get a whole bucket of wings for $19.99. So, with your card, it's $15.99.
be next week.
Next week, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, be great for the March Madness
Yeah,
games.
absolutely. And there's different flavors. Barbecue. You brought me some last time I was
Yeah,
there.
they have barbecue, they have bourbon, they have teriyaki, they have garlic and herb. They have at least 10 different flavors. And they rotate them out.
So it's next weekend. The
Yep.
wings. That's going to be great.
Great for the game.
Absolutely. Great for the hoops.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. See you
Yeah.
back here in a little while. We'll take a break.
Okay.
We've got some the college football's changed the rules. That's a surprise. And so the targeting rule, where they've had to this point, well, they changed it. It's going to go into effect this year, and they watered it down. So, which I don't quite understand, but we'll explain it and let you decide what you think right after this break from Northeast Community Credit Union on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Tom Taylor Sports Show got a brand new product. Tell me what's going on.
We sure do. We have contactless Visa debit cards, and some of you all have been asking and wanting to know, when are you going to implement that? We are hitting the ground running. So right now you can get your free instant issue contactless debit cards at Northeast Community Credit Union, and that's just another form of payment. So you've got the mag strip on the back, you've got your contactless, invisible, what you want to call it, if you want to pay that way for tabless, or you've got your chip. So we're just staying up to date with all the things, and we listened to you. So you wanted that, and that's what we can provide. And we've implemented it with hard work, behind the scenes, a lot of teamwork, effort, and come get your contactless Visa debit card today.
Available now
Yes.
at all locations. Our locations are
They are in Rome Mountain. They are in Elizabethton, one in behind Elizabethton High School, our main office. And then we have one off of 19E in Elizabethton. We have one in Johnson City off of West Oakland Avenue.
social media. How do we find
You
you?
can find us at Facebook, Instagram, or BeMyCU.org.
And the magic main number is
423-547-1200.
brand new product from Northeast Community Credit Union, proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Tom Taylor Sports Show, graduation, Mother's Day. What do you got for us here from the Jeweler's Bench?
We have lots of stuff, Tom. We've got Pandora, we have watches, we have a Newton, pearls, diamonds, diamond earrings, you name it. We got it.
Yep. Birthstones,
Birthstones.
year-round birthstones, of course. Pearls, you mentioned watches. So they run the gamut, graduation, guys and girls, and certainly for Mother's Day. Liberal layaway policy. Tell us about your layaway policy.
So put it in layaway, make a down payment, and then as long as you're making a monthly payment, we give you typically as long as you need.
So graduations, Mother's Day, right around the corner. Stop by here. Hours are open.
We're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and on Saturday, 9:30 to 4.
And how do we find you on social media?
Facebook and Instagram, and then website is jewelersbench10.com.
And the phone number is 423.
542-5600.
There you go. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports. Tom Taylor Sports Show, your jewelry needs for Mother's Day and graduation, right here at the Jewelers Bench in Elizabethton. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, we are live here at Food City on Food City Friday. Food City and Greg, and thanks to Rob being with us. We appreciate that very much. So, new rules in college football change. There's 2 or 3 rules. This one is very much going into effect for a 1-year trial. Targeting rule. Approving a 1-year trial yesterday that will fundamentally reshape targeting penalties. Now, first-time offenders will be allowed to participate in the next game. Whether you target in the first half or the second half, you can still play the next game. Previously, players charged with targeting in the second half were booted from the game and suspended for the first half of the next game. That's gone. A player disqualified for targeting a second time during the season will be required to miss the first half of the next game. So you're getting slapped on the hand for targeting. Now, what's going to change all this? Somebody does the targeting, somebody gets hurt, like paralyzed or somebody seriously hurt. It'll change all this because right now, first-time offenders will be allowed to go in the next game. So you're just going to have to sit out. If you're doing the first half, second half, you got to sit out the rest of the game. But you're back the next game. You're going to be okay. Now, targeting a second time in a season, you'll miss the first half of the next game, which ain't all that bad either. Come on now. A third targeting penalty triggers a full game suspension, so you're not going to get kicked out for the rest of the year. Should you? You know my opinion on that if you watch this show. So anyway, targeting now, you're gone for the game, but you get to come back next game. Second time you do it, you got to miss the first half of the next game. Ooh. Third targeting penalty, full game suspension. Okay, so now on top of that, the conferences will now have an option to file an appeal. How about that for the second offense? Conferences will now also have the option to file an appeal for the second offense, which means that one would say you can miss the first half of the next game. The appeal can also include the player's first targeting foul. So none of this is going to, it's just, there's no teeth in this at all. So it's just whatever, again, what's that from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest? Inmates are running the asylum. That's exactly what's going on here. There's no, really? So not only they watered it down for targeting, now the conferences can appeal both the first and the second offense. If the NCAA's National Coordinator of Football Officials overturns the targeting foul on the appeal, the player will not have to sit out the next game. So, again, it's the Wild Wild West, and so, anyway, it is what it is. So, players charged with targeting will be ejected for the remainder of the contest. A 15-yard penalty will be assessed to the offending team. So that still stands. So if you target, you get thrown out of the game you're in. I'm sorry, removed. You're not supposed to say thrown out. It sounds mean. Okay. But targeting somebody else with your helmet is not mean. So you're not supposed to say get thrown out or kicked out of the game. Ooh, removed. Okay. That was the terminology we were asked to use. You're removed from the game, not kicked out. Okay. Well, I'm going to say what I want. I'm going to say you get kicked out, and you should be. Players charged with targeting will be ejected for the remainder of the contest. 15-yard penalty assessed to your team. Okay, I get that. I'm all right with that. All right, so that's the targeting. That is definitely going to go in, the new rules. Let's see. Some other rules. A fair catch kick rule also adopted. So I don't see how the officials can keep up with all this. It's something all the time. And so a fair catch kick rule, allowing teams to attempt a field goal place kick from the spot of a fair catch, which is what the NFL does and high school football does too. So now the colleges are going to do it. So a fair catch kick rule, allowing teams to attempt a field goal place kick from the spot of a fair catch. So there you go. Offensive pass interference penalties in college reduced from 15 yards to 10 yards. Unsportsmanlike conduct rules also clarified to give on-field officials better guidance around taunting and celebrations deemed demeaning. So again, more put on the officials, more scrutiny. There'll be more they'll have to be evaluated for. Are they getting paid more? I don't know. Seems like a lot to me. Try and keep up in your brain. Offensive pass interference now will be going down from 15 yards to 10 yards. Unsportsmanlike conduct rules will be clarified to give the officials on the field better guidance around taunting and celebrations deemed demeaning. So there you go. That's the new rules in college football, the biggie being the targeting, which it's like, really? What's the point? I wouldn't even do it. Just let them do what they want. I mean, you have to sit out the rest of the game. You don't have to sit out the next game. The second offense, you have to sit out the first half of the next game. Is that right? Is that what I read? So goofy. Yep. Sit out the first half of the next game. If you do it for the third time, you have to sit out a full game. So all the while, if the person that took the targeting hit is hurt, then what do? You don't do anything. The rule stands, and the new rules are in place. So anyway, they didn't ask me, and it's probably just as well they didn't, because I'd hit them with both barrels. Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're live here on the road at Food City on a Food City Friday. High school baseball, let's take a look at it, and softball from yesterday. Unicoi County beat McEwen 10-9. Dobbins Minute beat CAK 11-10 at Walter State. You had Morristown East beating Westridge in baseball 5-4. Of course, Grace Christian defeated the Cyclones, one we brought to you yesterday 3-2. Pike Road, Alabama beat Science Hill 4-0 in high school baseball. Happy Valley beat Teach Guardians 13-1. In softball, Westridge beat Lehigh 6-5. Elizabethton all over Sullivan East 15-4. Sadie Williams 4 runs, scored 3, batting 3 for 5, and finishing a triple shy of the cycle. Piper Smith and Maddie Woods. Woody got a double for Sullivan East. We know Woody. Lacey Gobble and Ava Hansen on the mound or in the ring, in the circle. Anyway, it was 15-4, Elizabethton over East. And in soccer, Gatlinburg Pittman beat Elizabethton 3-1 in soccer from yesterday. So that's what's happening in high school sports. And then Daniel Boone beat Tennessee High in baseball. That's a biggie for the Trailblazers to knock off one of the powerhouses in Northeast Tennessee. That would be the Tennessee High Vikings. We'll see them on Monday and Tuesday of next week. So let's see, what was the final score? 10-4, Daniel Boone over Tennessee High. They played that one at Tennessee High yesterday, so that's a big win for Daniel Boone. It's a great baseball conference we're in. Crockett, East, Elizabethton, Tennessee High, Daniel Boone. It's great. It's a really good baseball conference. So that's what's going on there. Mr. Baseball is going to join us coming up in a few minutes. Our buddy Greg Sager. We're live here at Food City on a Food City Friday. We'll take a break, and if you are unhappy with your car insurance, you say, I'm not even sure what I get. When was the last time you did a checkup on your car insurance? Well, here's a guy to help you out with it. Rick Walters from Horseman Insurance, the number one horseman agent in the country. Again. Hello? How are you doing? Looks like Reese Witherspoon. God. I looked down and thought, why would she be in gray? Looked just like her. Stopped me dead in my tracks. That looks like that lady I saw in Sweet Home, Alabama. Reese Witherspoon. But it's not, I don't guess. I don't know if I ever told you. I need to tell you that story. May do that here in a minute. Where I didn't know it at the time. Thought he looked like Dustin Hoffman. It was Dustin Hoffman. Ran into him at a buddy of mine's house. It's the craziest story in the world. I'll tell you that after the break. It's interesting. All right, insurance, if you're not happy with it, as we were telling you, here's a guy that can help you with it. Again, we are proud card-carrying members of Horseman Insurance because they do a wonderful job. We appreciate them very much. And here is Rick Walters to tell you about, as soon as I find it. Rick Walters on the insurance. Let's go down there. Tom, under R would be probably where you want to find it, sir. Thank you. So this will be it right here. Rick Walters, Horseman Insurance on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We'll come back and tell you that story. It's a crazy story. I thought that was Reese Witherspoon. Just walked by here. Looks just like her. So anyway, Dustin Hoffman's story next on the Tom Taylor Sports Insurance. How can you help us with auto insurance?
Well, one of the things Horace Mann was started for, Tom, back in 1945 was to provide auto insurance for educators. They came up with the idea that if we could put a group of school teachers together in one company, their cars would sit in a parking lot for 10, 12 hours a day. Friday and Saturday nights, they're home grading papers. They're all college educated. They have a tendency to be better drivers because they set an example for their students. And knowing all those things, we'd probably have less claims. And so we're able to offer better insurance rates because of that.
And so, if you're a teacher, an educator, you want to come here and get a quote because of that, your quotes and your rates are typically better than other folks, right?
That's right. And we also do a couple other things for educators. If they were to get into an accident while they're on school business, we don't have a deductible on that, Tom. They won't have to pay a deductible. If somebody vandalizes their car while it's on school property, they don't pay a deductible for that. If they get into an accident on school property, we waive the deductible. If they get into an accident with another Horace Mann agent or a Horace Mann client, they're going to not have to pay a deductible also.
It's good stuff. So if you need more information, go to social media or give him a call. How can we get a hold of you and find out more?
Yeah, you can just call me here at the office at 543-0059 or go to horacemann.com on the internet, and you'd be able to find our office here.
There you go. One of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, the good folks right here at Rick Walters, Horseman Insurance.
To mom this hard, you delegate. Kate, that bathroom's not clean yet. Jimmy, I need help with the dishes, big guy. I delegate like a mother, and I let Food City do the grocery shopping for me. With Go-Kart Curbside Pickup, I tell them what I need and how I like it. I order everything online and pick it all up curbside. With Go-Kart, I'm taking motherhood to a whole nother level.
Mother like no other, only at Food City.
And back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, I'm going to save that story till Mr. Baseball gets here, but I will definitely tell you the story about the time I met Dustin Hoffman. Oh, Lord, I didn't even know it was him. I did know it was him, but anyway, I'll save it for you. National Hockey League schedule tonight. Carolina skating in Toronto. The Hurricanes taking on the Maple Leafs. New Jersey and Washington. The Blackhawks hosting Colorado. Florida skates in Calgary. And Anaheim, the Ducks will be in Utah tonight on the schedule of the National Hockey League. So that's what's going on there. NASCAR racing this weekend in Darlington. It's going to be crazy. Whole different change-up. Denny Hamlin saying he expects chaos coming up this weekend. You want to see some cars out of control. These cars with essentially little or no underbody, because we're now going to be doing the short track aerodynamic package for Darlington. These cars are going to be out of control. So a track that eats tires up, the way the asphalt at Darlington, on top of that you got sand down there that blows across the track in Darlington. A little bit of it, but enough to make it really gritty and just eats up tires. So it's a tire-eating track. Drivers will have more horsepower, too. Las Vegas, case in point, last week had 670 horses. They're going to pick up 80 more horsepower, 750 horses, and less downforce. Cars will be difficult to drive, no question. So we're going with a low downforce package with up horsepower, so I think the racing will be more different. At these racetracks, it's going to be Darlington, Nashville, Bristol, and Dover. They're spicing it up. They're going to juice it up a little bit. Hamlin, the defending winner of the Goodyear 400 down at Darlington. So he has 5 victories at the Lady in Black, is what they call the track. The most among active drivers. His average finish in 27 starts in Darlington is right around 8th place, the best all time. So Denny Hamlin loves Darlington. That's where they'll be this weekend, about 3 hours down the road. So anyway, they are going to jazz it up. And so more horsepower, a downforce package with up horsepower. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot more drama on the track, no question. Cyclone Baseball, JV, coming up 4:45 today, 5 o'clock first pitch. It's Unicoi County. Had that for you right here audio and video, Tucker Taylor. He's got a big announcement. We'll let him tell you about that coming up. So he will be there today, running the camera for us, and we're looking forward to that. And you get a chance to see the JV, Unicoi County JV team, and the Elizabethton JV team. So deals for days. What else going on right here at All Food Cities? You have today and tomorrow coleslaw made fresh in store. Mustard, potato salad, macaroni salad, coleslaw for $2.99 a pound. That is today, tomorrow at All Food Cities. JFG Special Blend Coffee for $8.99. Propel Drinks, $8.99 today and tomorrow. You also have General Mills cereal, 2 boxes for $5. That's today and tomorrow at All Food Cities. Gatorade, 8-pack of 20-ounce bottles, 2 for $11. So you get 16 bottles of Gatorade for $11. That's a pretty good deal, folks. You have Cosmic Crisp apples, $1.49 a pound out of the produce department. You have the Peels Mandarin oranges, a 3-pound bag for $3.99, or Gwaltney sliced bacon, 12-ounce package for $3.99 at All Food Cities today. And tomorrow it's deals for days. It's a good thing, too. Then you got some BOGOs, some buy one, get one frees. Let's tell you what those are. That'll be through Tuesday. The deals for days always a 2-day sale, but the buy one, get ones go through Tuesday next week. There he is. Red Baron Pizza, buy one, get one free. Hudsonville Ice Cream, buy one, get one free. Kellogg's Raisin Bran and Mini Wheats, buy one, get one free at All Food Cities. All right, he joins us coming up next. We've got the Dustin Hoffman story, and we've got baseball coming up next with Mr. Baseball. Greg Salyer next on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Hey there, neighbors. Todd Houston here with the Elizabethton Church of Christ, wishing you a very happy new year and a wildly successful 2026. I'd like to invite you to come and get to know our family here at Elizabethton as we are seeking to be more like our Lord every day. We're no perfect people, but we're a people that love the Lord and love you. We'd love to get to know you. If you'd like to join us, our times are at 10 and 11 a.m. on Sunday, 6:30 p.m., and then again Wednesday evening at 7. You can find us on Facebook or at elizabethtoncoc.org.
The Eagle Center, downtown Elizabethton, great antique store. Why come shop at the Eagle Center?
We just have so many unique things that tell a story, that add character to your home and conversation, and there's something new to look at every single day. Every time you come in, you won't see the same thing twice, and it's just a good place to shop for those unique gifts.
What's the saying you always use, the cliche?
Things tell a story when people no longer can.
That's it.
We have a building full of things that are just dying to tell stories.
Absolutely. 2 floors, over 50 vendors. Hours are open.
We're open 10 to 5, Monday through Saturday.
Closed on Sundays for the Lord's Day.
That's right.
And you have gift cards too, right?
We have gift cards available.
Yep. The Eagle Center, downtown Elizabeth, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Be loyal, buy local, and shop at the Eagle Center in downtown Elizabethton.
Thank you, Tom.
He's here. Mr. Baseball's in the house. How you doing, sir?
Hey, I'm good. How are you?
Good. You doing your bracket?
You know, I didn't even do one. Didn't take the time to do one. And it's a good thing because it already been blown up, I'm sure. Everybody else's has, I think, from what I hear.
Had six upsets yesterday.
Yeah.
The biggest in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Outplayed, outcoached. Watched it. Watched the last 3 minutes of regulation and overtime. Absolute. How do you blow a 19-point lead?
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
So, what would you do, Tom? Well, as I said earlier in the show, I'd take that shot clock. If I can't throw in the ocean right now, and we can't, miss the last 9 shots of the game. They were 7 of 25 in the second half shooting. Okay, if I know that I got that going on, I ain't got no mojo, I'm milking that shot clock down to the last 2 or 3 every possession. They can't score if they ain't got it.
Yeah.
They ain't got the ball. They can't make the points. So I'm going to milk
Yeah.
that clock every single possession because I can't throw in the ocean anyway, so what difference does it make?
Yeah, so don't let them have the ball.
Don't let them have the ball.
So,
And then they called a timeout at the end of regulation, set up a shot play. It looked like something on Saturday morning basketball. I mean, it was like, and I'm a Tar Heel guy. I like the Tar Heels. Hubert, anyway, so it was a quagmire in my opinion. Then they call another timeout in the overtime. Same thing. It was a train wreck. So anyway, North Carolina got beat. In my opinion, should have got beat. But I don't know how you blow a 19-point. We watched it. So anyway, we move on. So we had six upsets. Tennessee's got their hands full today against Miami of Ohio.
Yeah.
The ladies play tonight at 8 o'clock. They got their hands full against NC State. So it's Tennessee basketball day today. So we'll run down. So the first game's coming up at 12:15 in about 8 minutes. Kentucky and Santa Clara will get going. And the Wildcats, we'll see what they can do. And we'll run down that schedule again for you in a few minutes. So I promised there's a girl walked by here a while ago. I wish she'd come back through. I'd ask her if it was her. It looked just like Reese Witherspoon. Dead ringer. I'm thinking, why would she be at Food City in Gray? But then I remember the Dustin Hoffman story. Is your mother watching, by the way?
Yeah, she's watching.
Tom, you're so goofy. Thank you. Thank you, Ev.
She's going to her Food City after.
Oh, really? After we get done?
She watches us, yeah.
She watches her son, and then after that, she goes to her Food City.
Yeah.
And does her shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. So, and I saw her one time at her Food City, and she went by with her buggy, and she went like this to Tom. I said, hey, Ev. Just shook her head, went on out the door. Like, okay, give me a complex. So,
yeah.
Anyway, here's my Dustin Hoffman story. I don't know if
I heard you say Dustin Hoffman. What is going on with Dustin Hoffman?
Yeah. So this lady walked by. Look, she went that way. If I could get her, I don't know if she's an employee or just a shopper. But I was talking mid-sentence, and I stopped. And it looked just like her. And I thought, I guess she could be here at Food City and Gray. I mean, I'm strange.
She looks like Dustin Hoffman?
No, she looks like Reese Witherspoon.
Oh, Reese Witherspoon.
Oh, dead ringer. She walked right by here.
Okay.
And I thought, well, why would she be at Food City and Gray? And
I was
that
going to
led
say, a
me
woman
to
looked like Dustin Hoffman.
No.
Like Tootsie or something?
No.
Tootsie or something?
You missed the whole point. So
okay.
Witherspoon came through here looking just like I thought, why would she be at Food City and Gray? And then I remember the time I saw Dustin Hoffman. I thought, it looks like Dustin Hoffman. Turned out it was in a place you'd never dream of being.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm going to tell you the story. When I was at Marshall University, played basketball all the time. Went to pick up this guy at his house to go play basketball with a bunch of guys. He's going to bum a ride with me. I said, okay. So I go knock on the door, and he said, come on in. I'll be ready in a minute. His mother said, come on in, be ready. He's upstairs getting ready. So I'm standing in the foyer, and a guy walks by me. It's a big old two-story house on the river, big old mansion of sorts. Anyway, guy walks by me. I went, oh. And I'm in college. So I thought, like Dustin Hoffman. Looked just like him. He looked up and said, hey. Went right on through. I said, okay.
Wow.
So I'm waiting on, his name was Kit. The guy's name was Kit. So pick him up, get out in the car, and we're going down the road. I said, man, it's the craziest thing I was waiting on. He said, this guy walked by, I was laughing. I said, look, just like Dustin Hoffman. He said, if you can keep your mouth shut, it was Dustin Hoffman. I said, it was Dustin Hoffman? Dustin Hoffman's at your house. He said, yeah. I'll play why. So the movie Rain Man.
Yeah.
He came and lived with his family to watch his little brother who's autistic and get his mannerisms down so he could play the part of Rain Man.
Wow. So they became friends? Or so was he
He
doing
lived
that
there.
then?
He lived there. He lived there about 6 weeks.
Wow.
And everybody wanted to keep it
Wow.
under wraps, which they did.
Yeah.
I didn't say anything. So
Wow.
it really was Dustin Hoffman. And so, in fact, that story came out in People magazine about a year after the movie came out, where he went and actually lived with his family and followed his little brother around, who was probably, I'd say 15, 16, I mean, he's a teenager. Followed him around to watch his mannerisms and just live with him and watch him, and that way he learned the role for the movie Rain Man.
Wow.
So now.
That was a good movie.
It was a good movie. Charlie Babbitt, Kmart Sykes. Remember that?
Yeah.
Charlie Babbitt.
He was going through his baseball cards, too. Remember that?
Oh,
He
yeah.
had to have them in perfect order.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He had some good baseball cards.
And it was a great movie.
Yeah.
So anyway, I say all that to say that I'm sitting at Food City in Gray.
And Reese Witherspoon.
Why would Reese Witherspoon be in Gray? Well, why was Dustin Hoffman in Huntington, West Virginia? So you never know.
You never know.
So I know I can take you to the place. I won't, but I can take you where. In fact, he was just in town about 2 weeks ago. Brad Pitt comes in town all the time and goes undercover, goes fly fishing in Northeast Tennessee all the
Because
time.
I guess from that movie he made, River Runs Through It or something.
No, this is his
But,
get.
I guess
just
he
fishes.
grew to be a great fly
Yeah.
fisherman from that, I guess, because he made that movie
So-
about fly fishing.
Yep. So when he was in there a couple of weeks ago, my buddy said, well, Pitt was in town again. I said, okay. He stays under the radar, stays in his cabin, off the radar so he can be left alone.
Wow.
He said George Clooney was with him. And then, they're name dropping. And last fall, I think it was Leonardo. Was it Matthew McConaughey or Leonardo DiCaprio was in there with him, too. They fished 3 or 4 days. And so,
Wow.
So I
Okay.
guess the point of all this is she could be walking through here. I mean,
Yeah.
stranger things have happened.
So I had one of those experiences where I saw somebody really, really famous one time. And it's when I lived in eastern North Carolina. We were in the same town, as Camp Lejeune Marine Base in Jacksonville, North Carolina. So you never knew who was going to be there, because people would come to the Marine Base for things.
Sure.
And I'm at this barbecue place called Red Hot and Blue. Did you ever hear Red Hot and Blue barbecue? So it was like a chain of barbecue restaurants, I think. This may be the only time I ever ate there. But I'm in this place eating, and I don't even remember who I was with. I think it was a couple other pastors or something that were sitting in there eating. And I'm facing, how you're sitting at tables in a restaurant and you're facing somebody and you just keep looking at them when you look up, So I keep looking up and I'm sitting right across from this guy. And I'm thinking the whole time, I'm like, that guy looks just like Tom Cruise. I mean, just like him. But he had like super long hair. And I kept thinking, that guy looks just like Tom Cruise.
It was.
So finally,
He had a wig on.
it wasn't a wig.
Oh.
Remember the vampire movie he made? He when he had that
Had long hair.
Yeah, it must have been real hair, I guess. I don't know.
It was him.
It was him.
Yeah.
Because what he did, because I just kept looking at him, and we kept making eye contact, Well, finally, he gets up to leave, and he makes eye contact with me, and he just does this.
Yeah.
Just don't tell anybody.
Don't tell anybody.
Yeah.
Because he knew you knew.
He knew that I knew.
He knew you knew.
Yeah.
There you go.
It was really funny.
And I get that. So
Yeah.
if she comes through here while you're talking,
Yeah.
I'm going to stop her. I don't know what she
And
went
put her
that
on-
way.
put
She
her
didn't
on the
leave the
screen?
store. I don't know if she'll be on the. I don't know if she'll come on the screen. If she would, I'll put her on there. But she went that way. I don't know if she is still here or not. But if you're talking and I see her, I'm going.
You're going to interrupt me.
I'm going to interrupt you. I'm telling you right up
Okay,
front. I'm going
that's
to interrupt
fine.
you to say, ma'am, would you be? What are the chances you're Reese Witherspoon? Did you know that you look like Reese Witherspoon? You ever been told that?
Yeah.
And we'll see how that goes. Until then, we got baseball.
Yeah.
I keep looking.
I'll tell you one more story like that though. I had a friend in high school who Kenny Rogers was good friends with his family, and when he wanted to just get away, he would just come to Bristol and stay at their house.
Oh, really?
And of course, they couldn't tell anybody, "Hey, Kenny Rogers at the house."
Sure,
You couldn't
because that
say
defeats the purpose.
Yeah, but Kenny Rogers would come and stay at his house all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
He would do concerts at Viking Hall back in the day, back then.
And just stay at the house.
And just stay at their house.
Yeah. Kenny Rogers was good.
Kenny Rogers was good. He was like superstar back then.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Remember, I got my parents' tickets. Here we go. Got him tickets. He did a concert in the Round in Huntington when I was a student at Marshall. Got my mom and dad tickets. Theater in the Round. It was him and Dottie West. Sold out. As soon as it went up for sale. About an hour they were done.
Yeah.
9,000 seat arena. He was huge. And he still is good. He's gone, but he can still sing. Yeah. I bought a movie at the Eagle Center last week, The Gambler.
Oh, yeah.
Kenny Rogers.
Mm-hmm.
And I've watched it. It's a pretty good movie. I mean, he's not the best actor, but he's all right.
Yeah.
Pretty good. So,
he made 2 or 3 of those Gambler
He did,
movies,
yeah. I got them all in one as a trilogy.
Yeah. Okay.
So they're pretty good stuff. So Kenny Rogers, back in the day, would stay at Bristol.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, and you know what? Up around the track, when I was a track announcer, meet all these celebrities, they're just like us.
Yeah.
I mean, I can remember being up in the back of one of those car haulers during a rain delay and practice, and I was up around, I'm not going to, I guess I'm going to name drop, it's Earnhardt, all these older drivers back in the day, and they're all standing around talking basketball, talking hunting and fishing. It wasn't NASCAR. You would think it's all gears and speeds and tire pressures and No,
No.
they're just like us.
They try to get away from all that stuff.
They do
for
want
a
to get away
while.
from that. Absolutely want to get away from it.
That's
So,
like ball players. They don't want to talk about baseballs all the time.
No. Oh, let me tell you my other story. You want to hear my other one? Don't we get into baseball?
Yeah.
We're reminiscing. Fireside chat with,
Yeah.
with Tom and Greg.
Yeah.
All right, in college, again, go back to Marshall. Our homecoming concert one year, they brought in Willie Nelson. I was part of the media, so we got to go back and meet him. So he's back there, and he's on there. He's laying with his head on this big high-back chair, and this lady who is one of the prettiest women I've ever seen in my life in person was braiding his hair in the pigtail. I don't know who it was, didn't ask. We're a college guy. We're back here with a little cassette, go record him, get an interview back in the day. So he's got his hair laying across his chair, getting it braided for the concert, his pigtails. So I had done my research, and I knew the guy liked baseball. He's a huge Texas Ranger fan.
Okay.
So everybody asked him about the next album, the next concert date, the next this, next song. So you got any more questions? I said, hey, what do you think about the Texas Rangers? Nolan Ryan was there at the time. Well, he set up, got his attention, and so he answered the question. So, and no more questions. All right, well, Willie's going to get ready for the concert. So as everybody leaves, said, hey, you big guy, stay here. And I said, okay. So I stayed behind with me and Willie Nelson for about probably another 5 or 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Talking baseball,
Yeah.
Ranger baseball. It was really cool. And he had a big old Foot Locker, what you call them, trunk? It'd be a trunk.
Trunk.
Back in the day, and it said on the cross top of it said stencil Texas water. Okay. He said, you want some Texas water? I said, I don't know, what is it? Opens it up, it's iced down Coors beer. Because back then you couldn't get Coors east of the Mississippi.
Oh.
I said, would you want a Coors beer? I said, no, I don't drink, but thanks. You don't drink? I said, sorry, no, I don't drink. So, but I'll listen to you talk about Ranger baseball. And we talked for a few more minutes, and it was really cool. So Willie Nelson, that was, you know, did you get a picture with him? No. You don't, they don't want all that. But so I talked to him about baseball.
We didn't have phones back then to get pictures.
No, didn't have cell phones.
You had to have a camera.
Can I run? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I run down and get the coin? Yeah. Put a payphone, but you can't get it. No, I didn't have a cell phone back then. So anyway, that was my little name drop with Willie Nelson. He was a really cool guy. Point to all this is, when you sit down and talk to these people, they're just like us.
Yeah.
You would think they're up here, and they're not.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And Daddy used to say, and he's right, the farther up the chain you go, the nicer they are. And they are. I mean, they were all very, very hospitable.
Yeah.
So there you go. There's our Dustin Hoffman, Willie Nelson, Kenny Rogers, and Reese Witherspoon story.
Yeah.
Which means absolutely nothing to you out there, but we enjoy talking about it.
Especially because we haven't seen her come back by.
No. And I'm looking for it. Keep
Yeah.
looking for it.
Okay. Well, if I see somebody who looks like Reese Witherspoon, I'll stop her too.
What I should do is ask him the page. That'd get everybody's attention.
Yeah.
Reese Witherspoon, if you're still in the store, please come up front. You'll watch everybody's head go, what? Reese Witherspoon's here? So she does look just like her. I mean, I stopped dead in my tracks. She walked by when I was reading the story, and I thought, and before she could get away, I should have asked her, but then, you know, she may have thrown a Coca-Cola drink at me or whatever. But, so anyway, we're here at Food City and Gray. We're talking baseballs while we're here. Spring breakout. Now, for those who don't know what this is, it is a all 30 clubs put teams out of their best prospects at the showcase event we had yesterday.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games today. It's Royals in Texas, Seattle, Milwaukee, the Pirates in Detroit, Boston and Baltimore. So these are their top prospects on their teams. You like this concept, by the way?
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Love to get the exposure of these guys out there.
Well, these are draft picks. You kind of look and go, okay. Of course, 1 or 2 games doesn't make the total determination, but you go,
yeah,
okay, we missed this one, or this guy's he's as good as we thought he was going to be. So they played. There's 16 games. The Brewers and Phillies will play twice because the odd number of teams in the Grapefruit and Cactus Leagues. This has nothing to do with spring training. This is over and above that, right?
Yeah. It's nothing to do with it. Doesn't count in spring training. Which spring training games don't count anyway. I mean, they have like a Grapefruit Cup and a Cactus League Cup, you know, that they have. Whoever has best record, but
players don't care.
They don't care.
No.
Nobody cares about that.
That's making $40,000 an inning. He doesn't care about a Grapefruit Cup. Are you kidding me? Give me a break. Come on now.
Yeah.
So, but it sounds good for us to be sitting talking about it. So there's spring training games and there's spring breakout. It just lasts this weekend. So, so what are the odds of spring breakout guys could hook on to the big club based on what to do this weekend. Is that possible?
Maybe, but I most of those decisions have already been made. You know, they. Did you hear that?
No.
He said, "I thought you were Glenn Beck."
There you go.
So Glenn Beck and
Reese
Reese
Witherspoon.
Witherspoon.
Food City and Gray.
Food City and Gray.
I'm still looking.
I thought he was I thought he was going to say something to you. You know, because
No,
you're the celebrity, not me.
No.
I was recognized for being on the show though last week. I did tell you that.
Yes. Somebody. So aren't you Mr. Baseball?
Yes, somebody saw me and said, "Hey, are you on the Tom Taylor Sports Show?" And I said, "Yes, I am." And he called me Mr. Baseball. after
Mr.
that.
Baseball.
Yeah.
There you go. So it's catching.
Yeah.
It is. I have a lot of people talk about this segment all the time. They said, "You guys, you never know what you're going to talk about." Well,
We
today-
don't know what we're going to talk
I
about.
don't either. Today it's Dustin Hoffman and Kenny Rogers.
And Reese Witherspoon
And Reese
Tom
Witherspoon
Cruise.
and Tom Cruise and Willie Nelson.
And now Glenn Beck.
And now Glenn Beck. That's it. Willie getting his hair braided by
By a beautiful woman.
Oh, that was, how many years ago? That was 40-something. I mean, I can still remember like she was, stopped in your tracks pretty. And I don't normally get stopped in my tracks. But I felt like Gomer Pyle. Golly, Shazam. So, I don't know if it was his wife. I don't know who it was, but it doesn't matter. So, anyway.
Surely not.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I wouldn't think his wife was braiding his hair for the concert, but
Who
you never know.
knows? Who knows?
He put on a show, I know that.
Yeah.
Tore the place up. And then, while I'm on that topic, another homecoming concert another year was Waylon Jennings. Wouldn't give you 2 cents to go see, of course he's gone. But he went out, it was almost like he's in front of, he was in behind plexiglass. He not one time said, "Hello, everybody, welcome." And he would turn around and talk to this band, but he would turn around, I mean, he never said a word to like we weren't even there the whole time.
Wow.
It was the craziest concert. I mean, it wasn't.
So he just played.
He just played, and I mean, he just like it was on a record. It's like it was a half-day recording session or whatever, a jam session, and he would turn around and go, "Okay, Lukenbach, Texas, 1, 2, 3, boom, Lukenbach, Texas." Come around, he faces and play it, and then he turn around in the group, and go, "Okay, are you sure Hank done it this way? Okay, here we go, 1, 2, 3." And that was it. It went off the stage. No encore, no anything. Then the other concert, there's 3 of them. Willie 1 year, Waylon, and the other one was Hart. And Nancy Wilson.
Yeah.
Barracuda Magic.
Yeah.
Oh, they tore it up. So, and they wouldn't go, they kept doing encore. They did like 5 encores. So it was a totally different deal. It was a homecoming concert. And of course, the place was rocking, and they did a really good job. So,
they're still playing, aren't they?
they're still out there in the 70s. Like
Yeah.
one of the sisters had a birthday Monday. She's the blonde. She's 72. So they're still out there cranking it. So, but anyway.
Yeah, I used to have some of their cassettes. Remember cassettes?
Yes, I still play cassettes.
Oh.
I still play some. I got cassette deck, little boombox cassette deck. I still play them.
Okay.
I still got 8 tracks.
I got a bunch of preaching cassettes I can give you because I don't have any way to play them anymore.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah, if you want them.
No. Yours?
There are some of me.
Some of your messages?
Yeah.
Well, don't act like it's bad. I used to sit under your preaching. It's pretty good.
I came across my very first sermon on cassette.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you don't want to hear that one.
It's a little rough on the edges?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. I think it had 10 points.
A 75-minute message, so 10 points.
It was 30 minutes on the dot. I can remember that because it filled up one side of that cassette. That was a 60-minute cassette, and it filled up entirely one side of that cassette.
Wow.
But, yeah, I had 10 points.
On your first sermon.
On my first sermon.
Yeah.
Never had 10 points since then, I can tell you that.
See, it was either Billy Graham or Charles Stanley did their first sermon.
Oh, it was Billy Graham. He did it.
It was done in about 3 minutes.
Yeah, he preached it like 2 or 3 times and it was done in like 7 or 8 minutes.
Yeah.
He preached it and then went over it again and then said it again.
Went over again and still done in 8 or 9 minutes.
Yeah.
And he said, "We're done." And the people's like, "Okay." And this is Dr. Graham.
Yeah.
Can you imagine it? He said, talking about being nervous and jittery. My first sermon was, as you said, 3 or 4 minutes long times 3. 9 minutes. He was done.
He thought he had enough to go 30 minutes, you know.
He was done in 9. I love it. All right, so baseball, here we go. Spring break out, you're good with it.
Yeah, love it.
What else going on you want to talk about?
Yeah, so this time next week, the season will have started, Tom. Can you believe it? It's finally here, a week away.
Is it really?
Yeah, it starts next Thursday.
Opening day?
Yeah, opening day
thought it
is
was 2
next
more
Thursday.
weeks.
No, it is next Thursday.
Finally.
Opening day,
Yeah.
27th. So excited for it. It ought to be a national holiday, in my opinion.
Think
Ought
so?
to be. Yeah.
Opening day baseball?
Yeah, they ought to let the kids out of school so they can go to the games. Because in Cincinnati, they do.
They do.
It is a holiday in Cincinnati.
It is, yeah.
Kids are out of school that day. So, yeah, I mean, I think it should be. I mean, we'll be talking about games that count this time next week. But maybe I won't be on the show on Friday next week. I don't know. Hopefully, I don't even know what my work schedule is next week.
Oh,
yet,
I'm
we'll
off.
figure it
It's
out.
spring break next week.
Oh, spring break. So you're not doing
in 2 weeks.
Oh,
Yeah.
it'll be 2 weeks. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That'll be
Do
fine.
Friday after next.
Okay.
Junior says Tom is doing a vampire movie. I guess he's referencing my long hair.
Long hair, like
Yeah.
Tom Hanks said.
Thank you, Junior. That's my Sunday school teacher. We love Junior. Well, we did, so we still do. So anyway, Jimmy Stout says, want to hear Greg's take on the World Baseball Classic.
Okay.
Jimmy down in Atlanta, Georgia said, tell us about, but we laid an egg, didn't we? The USA.
Yeah, so, okay, let's face it. USA, everybody expected USA to win. I think.
Sure.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. They did.
Yeah. We're the Americans. We're supposed to.
There was an all-star team of all-star teams. I mean, let's face it. It was they were good. But I think we also got to recognize a couple of these other teams were pretty doggone good too. The Dominican Republic team, I think, could match them player for player pretty much, and just about did. And then Nicaragua did do it. Of course, my guy Eugenio Suarez knocked in the winning run in the 9th inning. So, I love the World Baseball Classic. I love the games. I love the aspect of a 17-year-old Brazilian high school pitcher, facing Aaron Judge and getting him to ground into a double play.
Yeah.
And we saw that happen, and then the guy from Italy, the electrician, he went out and pitched great for Italy, and I think he was 32 years old, but they said this was his last hurrah. He was going out after this, and pitched great the whole time. No, he was Czech Republic. That's where he was from.
His
Czech
day
Republic.
job is an electrician?
Yeah, he's an electrician.
That's a pretty cool
And he just
story.
plays baseball at night, It's just his hobby for him.
I didn't
But
know that. That's
he was
great.
on this team. He was throwing like 72 mile an hour curveballs and stuff up there.
Really?
Yeah, but he was getting everybody out.
That's awesome.
And
it's a great story.
I love to see things like that, and we see that because some of these teams, some of these countries, they can't put together a team that's made up of Kyle Schwarber and Bobby Witt and Aaron Judge and Paul Skeens and Logan Webb and Tarek Skubal. They don't have those names, but they still want to participate. They come out and they put a team together, and I love the fact that guys that it's not what they do for a living are out there on the field with major league players, and they're competing.
Getting it done.
And they're getting it done. Yeah, I mean, some of the games were blowouts, and they had mercy rules in it, so for a reason, because they needed to. There's a few times they had to use it, but I love the thing, and I really. And Ken Griffey Jr. is the ambassador for it. Did you know that?
Did not. Nope.
He is the ambassador. He went all around. And he's a really good photographer too. He was taking pictures.
You talking about senior or junior?
Junior.
Junior.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I have a feeling we'll be seeing a lot of his pictures come out in the near future. But I thought it was great. The last game, I'll be honest, when the U.S. tied it up, I went to bed. I didn't even see the end.
Oh, really?
I just couldn't stay up any longer. I had worked all day and I was tired, and I watched it as long as I could watch it. And I thought this game's going to go extra innings, and there's no way I can sit here and watch an extra inning game. But it didn't. It didn't.
So what went wrong? Of course, you didn't see the ending. but-
Venezuela pulled it out. So I can't say it was anything went wrong. I got to say Venezuela just won the game
Better team on that night.
on that night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aaron Judge said he is PO'd. That's the word he used. He's PO'd because he got beat. He said, I'm looking forward to playing in the Olympics now. I want to come back in 30 and do it again in the World Baseball Classic, which is the next time they'll play. So he's already mad about it, and he says, I want another shot at it.
They weren't too happy with their silver medals, from what my understanding.
No,
yeah,
I wasn't either.
Yeah.
We're the greatest country in the world. We should be the number one. So we weren't.
Yeah.
Credit to Venezuela. They were the better team.
So this is the sixth. This is the sixth of these. Yes, sixth one of these.
Yep.
Japan has won 3 times.
Yep.
United States has won once. Dominican Republic has won once, and now Venezuela has won once.
Yep.
So, just the fact that the United States doesn't dominate it says something about where baseball is in the world today. And the fact that Japan has won it 3 times, that'll tell you where Japan is when it comes to baseball.
They asked Otani about it once he got back to Dodgers training camp, and his interpreter said, no talk. They won't talk about it.
Yeah.
So it gets to them. I mean,
It does. They're competitors. They want to win.
Yep. I thought maybe these guys just went through the motions, but no.
No, they wanted to win.
Otani said, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
So there you go. They don't talk about it. You
Yeah.
see where he's throwing 99?
Yes.
First outing since coming back from the World Baseball Classic with the Dodgers, clocking at 99.
Yeah.
His goal is to win the Cy Young. He's only he hadn't won yet. He wants to win it. And he's clocking.
And he probably will.
Well, he's 99 miles an hour on his pitches. He threw 32 pitches and for strikes out of like 54, and about 10 or 12 of those are up over 100 miles an hour. This is a guy that had Tommy John surgery. I mean, the guy's unbelievable.
He is unbelievable.
I sat here Wednesday and said, is he the greatest of all time? I don't know, but he's got to be in the conversation.
He's got to be.
Because he's just getting it done. I mean, and you would argue that with all these other great players, but Shohei Ohtani is getting it done. So, and on a team that is so loaded with talent, he almost blends in at times. I mean, you think of the Dodgers, you think, well, if he's on any other team, it'd be like Ohtani and everybody else. Well, in this case, it's Freddie Freeman and Max Muncy and Teoscar Hernandez and Mookie. I mean, it goes right down the list. So he's one of. He kind of blends in, and yet it doesn't blend in.
Right. He's won the most MVPs on that team, but he's not the only one that's won an MVP on that team.
That's amazing. So, anyway, Shohei Ohtani says, I want to win the Cy Young. His first starting assignment was pretty strong.
Yeah, and if he sets his mind to do that, he'll probably do it.
Yeah.
Something about these Japanese players. Remember Ichiro?
Suzuki?
Ichiro, yeah. Ichiro would go out. He would decide he wanted to start hitting home runs. And he would just start hitting home runs.
Yeah.
He'd say, I'm going to hit for more power now. And for like 2 weeks, he'd just take off and start hitting home runs. He can do whatever he wanted to do. It was phenomenal. And it's just amazing what these guys can do.
Jimmy says no timely hitting. Let me just go back up here. Jimmy says no timely hitting.
There was no
couple of walks and a pass ball.
Yeah, no clutch hitting at all. That's for sure.
Let's see. Junior says Chattanooga Prep won by 22 in the basketball game of the state tournament down in Murfreesboro. So anyway, they kind of messed up on their own. Venezuela was good, but
so Venezuela's pitching was really good as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's face it. A guy who's had like a 5 ERA over the last couple of years had the game of his life. Yeah. So
Evan Carter played yesterday, went 0 for 2 with a couple of walks and a strikeout. So he's being platooned a lot. So I don't know what that means, but they break camp and opening days next week. So I think he'll be okay.
Next week, I say he will.
Hope so.
I mean, okay, if they platoon him, that's okay for a little while. But I don't think they will. I think he'll be
your starter.
I think
center
he'll be
fielder.
out there more than anybody else.
Hope so.
Yeah.
They're billboarding Wyatt Langford as a potential MVP in the American League, which I think is a little bit of a stretch.
Yeah.
That's the PR machine.
So I mean, they throw these names out there, this early in the season. I don't know. You got to think Aaron Judge has got a pretty good shot at it every year,
Yeah.
So I don't know. Somebody's going to kind of have to knock him off the totem pole.
He's there until further notice. Until proven otherwise.
And I mean, it could be somebody like Roman Anthony from the Red Sox or somebody like that could really have the season of their life and do it as well. But let's face it though, Wyatt Langford's a good ball player. He's a good, solid ball player, and he can have a fantastic season.
When do they make the cut? I mean, getting ready to get him.
So the teams are probably down. Yeah, they're down to about. every team's down into the 30s at this point at the most. They will not. There will be some players that won't know until about Tuesday or Wednesday where they're going to be.
Make the club or not?
Yep. There will be some, probably on, not, I won't say every team, but just about every team it's going to be like that. That they just do not know. Like the Reds, okay, they've got one bullpen spot open, and they got 3 guys that all have a legitimate shot to get it.
So everybody's holding their breath.
Everybody's holding their breath. Every outing matters at this point. I mean, you don't want to go out and lay an egg right now because it could mean you're going to be in the minors instead of the majors.
Yep.
It could mean hundreds of thousands of dollars to you.
So it's a little tense right now.
It is. It is. So, and every team has got those situations. You know, most teams now pretty much have figured out, I think, their starting rotations by this point. And they're trying to get that set up. Because right now, you know, you got to have your guys throwing on the right day so that they can, and they know when their first 5 games of the season are. And usually that 5th game, actually it doesn't matter because there's always a break, usually real early in the season. They always have to give them like a day off. Like for the Reds, they play Thursday and they have Friday off.
Right.
And they've always done that just so in case there's rain or something, they can make it up on Friday and have opening day on Friday and still get the weekend in. But they, you know, but they're setting up their rotations, at least those first 4 guys, to know they're throwing on the right days they need to be throwing so that they can pitch on the day that they're going to be starting that game. That's key right now. Every manager's working on that, getting those guys in the right position to throw, like you know, and most teams have announced their opening day starter. For the Reds this year, it's Andrew Abbott because Hunter Green had to have the elbow surgery, so he was going to be the opening day starter for sure. But Andrew Abbott is the replacement for him there, and you know, and Boston's going to be in Cincinnati next week.
That's who they start with, Red Sox.
Yep.
It's a good way to start it.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good starting opening day of the Red Sox.
Yeah.
The Bo Sox in town.
Yeah.
All right. Any other storylines before we get for the opening week?
So you know, we talk about watching the games and all of that. I like to listen to podcasts, you know that, and I was listening to one on the way over here, and you're familiar with this name. I don't know how many of your listeners are, but Jim Day.
Yes.
So the Jim Day podcast. There's been 2 episodes from this season released now. I've been listening to the Sal Stewart episode, which is short. It's only like 30-something minutes. The first episode that he released this year was his interview with Joey Votto.
Pretty good.
An hour and 44 minute interview.
Wow.
Yeah, and it was long. But Joey Votto is going to be one of the color commentators on the NBC Game of the Week, which is going to be on Sunday nights this year.
That's pretty cool.
So NBC is going to be doing the Game of the Week again, not on Saturday afternoons like we remember it being, with Tony Kubic and Joe Garagiola.
Yep.
I love that. That is one of my fondest memories of growing up. Because Saturday I'd be out doing stuff, but it's like 1 o'clock it would start. I'd be in the house. Mm-hmm. I'd be in there watching that ball game.
That's how I started my broadcasting career.
And love that. That was one of my favorite things about Saturday afternoons. And but there's going to be Sunday nights this year. NBC will have a baseball game of the week, and Joey Votto is one of the color commentators.
Cool.
So he was actually picking Jim Day's brain a little bit on the podcast about how to say things, how to eliminate the ums from his vocabulary and things like that.
Yep.
You know, so it was a really good interview. He talked about a lot of different things that's going on in his life and how this just kind of worked out for him, and thought it was interesting.
Back in the day, that's how I got started. Turned down the sound, got a cassette deck from Kresge's or Woolworths, I guess.
I used to do that too. I used to broadcast games on a cassette.
I've turned down the sound, Kubic and Garagiola, and that's how I started doing ball games.
Yep.
When I was 10, 11 years old back in the day.
I did that as well.
Yep. And you're a preacher and I'm a broadcaster. There you go. And Eb's going, Tom, you're so stupid. She said you're so dumb.
Goofy.
Goofy. Tom, you're so goofy.
Yeah, she wouldn't call you stupid.
No, she wouldn't call me stupid. But she would call me goofy because she did.
She would.
To my face. That was good. and I earned it. So
she wouldn't say it behind your back. She wouldn't say it to your face.
that's it. Oh, I know. She had no problem telling you what she thinks. You know that firsthand, right?
I do.
Yep. There you go.
Yep.
All right, Mr. Baseball. Next week we'll be little spring break, hanging out with the youngins. Here comes Terry right now to be on the show.
Okay.
And I'll see you in 2 weeks, I guess.
Sounds good.
Unless you want to come Monday.
I have to see what my work schedule's like.
Yeah, Monday's my only show next week. Then
Okay.
we'll disappear for recharge the batteries. Shoot. So, anyway, I'll let you know, sir. You let me know.
All right. Sounds good.
Quick break. We'll be right back right after this from Northeast Community Credit Union. Terry's in the house on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Got a brand new product. Tell me what's going on.
We sure do. We have contactless Visa debit cards, and some of you all have been asking and wanting to know, when are you going to implement that? We are hitting the ground running. So right now you can get your free instant issue contactless debit cards at Northeast Community Credit Union, and that's just another form of payment. So you've got the mag strip on the back, you've got your contactless, invisible, what you want to call it, if you want to pay that way for tabless, or you've got your chip. So we're just staying up to date with all the things, and we listened to you. So you wanted that, and that's what we can provide. And we've implemented it with hard work, behind the scenes, a lot of teamwork, effort, and come get your contactless Visa debit card today.
Available now.
Yes.
At all locations. Our locations are?
They are in Roan Mountain. They are in Elizabethton, one in behind Elizabethton High School, our main office. And then we have one off of 19E in Elizabethton. We have one in Johnson City off of West Oakland Avenue.
Social media, how do we find you?
You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, or BeMyCU.org.
And the magic main number is?
423-547-1200.
Brand new product from Northeast Community Credit Union. Proud sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. From Physical Therapy Services, one of our great sponsors. You work with pediatrics at PTS. Tell me about that.
I do not. I work with pediatric athletes, but yes, we do pediatric at 1500 in the medical care building. That's when they work with people that they're developmentally delayed, where they're having a hard time walking, crawling, that kind of thing. Also Down syndrome, autism, all of that. And so they work, PT and OT work in conjunction with each other to help these kids get back to normal life.
Something that they treat a lot more than I realized, headaches. A lot of folks come in with headaches and you help them. Tell me about that.
Yep. So headaches can come from the neck. It can come from, you can have vertigo and headaches and that kind of thing. So what we do is we do an evaluation, see if we can kind of pinpoint where those headaches are coming from, either refer them out if they need other help from like an ENT or something like that, a migraine specialist, or if we think that we can help them, we'll treat their neck and whatever other issues that they have going along with that.
Social media, how do we find you?
We have Facebooks for the pediatric and the ortho clinics, and then you can either call us or find me on a sideline somewhere.
Dr. Aaron Kaiser, one of our great sponsors with Physical Therapy Services of Cyclone Football and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, here he is, our assistant store manager, our buddy Terry Templeton. Did you do a bracket? No. Could care
Don't watch
less.
that much basketball.
No. Tennessee plays today, 4:25. They've got Miami of Ohio, who's going to be a formidable opponent. And then the women play tonight against NC State. So it's Tennessee basketball day. Single elimination. Win, you move on. You lose, you're done for. So let's see. They're underway. Kentucky and Santa Clara. And we'll talk some groceries here real quick. Because he's here, we want to talk groceries. That's why he's here. See, hit the wrong button. Let's go right here and see what we got. Scores. Right now, Kentucky leads by 5 in the first half. Texas Tech leads 6-3. They just got started. So Kentucky, the 7th seed, taking on Santa Clara, the 10th seed. And then the other side is you got Texas Tech Red Raiders lead Akron by 3. They just got started. So there you go. All right.
I think Tennessee was seeded pretty high in the tournament, wasn't she?
Yeah, number 6. Yep. So, deals for days. We got it.
Deals for days.
What jumps out at you, my friend?
Two-day ad. The ground beef price for one is $2.99 a pound with a digital coupon. Get $1 extra off, and that's pretty hot price. Hadn't seen that in a while, I don't think. Got Boston butts, $1.49 a pound. Throw one on the smoker. Throw it in a crock pot. It's good stuff. We've got Coke 24 packs, $10.99. That's a good price for that. Cosmic Crisp apples in the produce department, $1.49 a pound. We've got fresh mustard, potato salad, macaroni salad, or coleslaw, $2.99 a pound in our food service area. We've got General Mills cereals, a selected variety of it, 2 for $5. We've got Pillsbury Grands biscuits, $1.49. That's for the 5-count can. Got Gatorade, 8-pack 20-ounce bottles, 2 for $11. We've also got the certified Angus beef chuck roast down here at the bottom with $1 off with a digital coupon. You get it for $5.99 a pound.
That's a good deal, isn't it? They're all good deals.
Very good deal.
Deals for days. Yep.
Yeah. Just today and tomorrow.
At all Food Cities. Little Debbie snack cakes on sale. What are those?
Little Debbie's are $3.29. That's for the big pack.
That's big boxes.
Bigger boxes, bigger cakes.
Yep. Limit
More
6.
to love.
More to love. More to eat.
That's right.
Limit 6 on those. All right.
Yeah, limit of 6 on the Little Debbie's. We've got Orville Redenbachers, Munchies, Oreos, Chips Ahoy, all family size, $2.99. That's an excellent deal on those. I'll probably have to take some Oreos home with me. It's hard to pass them up.
Dunk them in milk's pretty good, isn't it?
That's right.
Yep, absolutely.
They were made for each other.
Yeah, milk and
We've
Oreos.
Also, on the Coke, with the Coke 24 packs, we've also got RC 24 packs. 24 pack 12-ounce cans, $7.99 with a digital coupon. So that's an outstanding deal if you like their products. We've got a lot of 12 for 10 items. 2-pound bag of Food City cornmeal, Food City self-rising flour. We've got Chunk Light packs, the pouches of tuna. We've got General Mills cereal cups, all varieties. We've got Food City pork rinds or Hers snacks, assorted snacks. We've got Food Club club soda and tonic water. We've got the Food Club packet of ranch dressing and sour cream to make your own dip at home. We've got Food Club ketchup, 14-ounce, mustard 14-ounce, or hot sauce 6-ounce, and all of those are 12 for 10. You buy 12, and it's normally we run 10 for 10, but this is a 12 for 10. So when you buy 10 of them, it's like you're getting 2 of them free.
Absolutely. That's all at all Food Cities too. So folks know when the gas has gone up. Somebody told me that Food City made the gas. Food City ain't got nothing to do with it. It's a trickle down effect from what's going on in the Middle East. So I guess you can blame the Iranians.
We're making the same or less.
Yes.
Than we were before on fuel.
On fuel.
Because we have to stay competitive.
Yep. So, well, Food City's raised the gas prices. No, Food City didn't raise anything. It's a trickle down from supply and demand, and so I would think you'd have to point your finger towards the Iranians for that.
That's exactly it.
Yeah. So
we're keeping that Gulf tied up to where the tankers can't get through to get the oil out to the rest of the world.
Yeah. So I've read they're going to change that. So that's
they're working toward it.
In the process,
trying to get some help.
Yeah.
Getting that to happen.
Yeah.
And it looks like everybody in the world would do it because it's messing the oil prices up worldwide.
Yeah.
So.
It's not just us. So understand. I was reading where China wants to get involved now, which will be interesting, and Russia wants to get involved.
Iran's busy making a lot of enemies right now.
They are. They most certainly are. So the gas prices are up. We know that, but it's not Food City's fault. So it is what it is. I'm pretty the fact we can still get gas. I guess it could come a point where you can't get it, but right now you can. So
it could come to a shortage.
Yeah, but right
now it's like somebody said the other day, why even worry about the gas prices? Because what's your option? You gonna walk?
Yeah.
I mean, we
You
all
pay.
have to drive, so
You pay.
we got to pay what we pay.
You can
And
bellyache all
you can blame and point fingers here, there, wherever, but you know it is what it is.
It is what it is. And you
I
got to
feel
have
like,
it. It's a necessary evil. Put gas in your tank and go on.
That's right.
Make your trips count.
And you know you can save with Food City fuel bucks. I'm gonna throw a word in there for that. It's a great system. You know, you get the fuel bucks for absolutely nothing but buying your groceries. We've told you these hot prices that we've got on stuff. Come buy your groceries, get your fuel bucks, get 150 of them, and go get you a discount, 15 cents off.
Absolutely.
And on Wednesday, get 30 cents off.
That's it.
And about one Wednesday a month, you get 45 cents off.
So there you go.
So, and that gets it back down to what you were paying before.
Yep. And the other thing is, while you are driving out there, plan your trips better. Make them count. You know,
Right.
you don't want to burn up so much gas, and just don't jump in and go, and be more organizational about planning your trips. So, but he's right. At some point, or not at some point, it is what it is. You got to buy the gas, so you can bellyache all you want to, but you got to still put that hose in, or that nozzle in the gas tank and fill it up. It is what I'm getting ready to do it here as soon as I get off the air. Go right over here and fill it. Got to do it.
Got to do
Do
it.
I want to
Gotta
pay
have it.
what it is? Well, no. But I want to be able to go. I'm not riding a bike anywhere, so I'm
That's
not doing
me.
a rickshaw.
I'm not walking or riding a bike. So.
No, here we go. So before I let you go, tell about the 3 days only. It's a hot dog night. Tell us about that this
Yeah,
time
we
around.
got a 3-day deal only, meal deal that we always have every week, and it's a hot dog deal this week. And I think it's an especially good deal. I'm planning on getting it myself. Starts with Oscar Mayer meat wieners. You get one of those, 1 pack of Food City or Kern's hot dog buns, 1 can of Castleberry chili, 10 ounce, 1 French's mustard, 20 ounce, which is my favorite mustard, and 1 bag of any flavor you want, Craven flavored chips, 7.5 to 8.5 ounce. You get all of that for $9.99. So that's a meal that will feed 7 or 8 people, I would say, for $9.99.
Smith County up 20 at halftime. Thank you. Kentucky up 22 to 18 with 8 minutes to go in the first half. Thank you, Junior. Keep me posted. He's my stringer. He keeps me giving me scores all the time. He's at home and he's on that computer and he's sending me stuff.
Yeah.
He's an extra set of eyes and ears. So
You can always use that.
absolutely. So a lot of good savings going on at your local Food City. That's the bottom line. And so there it goes. Right there's a good one.
Yes,
Amber,
she is.
wave at us. She's a good one. She said,
Yeah,
you want to
she's
come be
good.
on this? She said, not a chance. She'd run from it. I said, no. Same with Ramona. I said, you want to be on the, watch this. Hey, Ramona. There you go. Told you.
I've always heard everybody wants their 15 minutes of fame, but
No.
it seems like some people don't.
No. Ramona didn't want it. Not a chance. Nor does Amber. So, anyway, he does, and Rob does. Jason does when he's here, so it's a good thing. Liz will do it when she's here. She's not here today, so it's cool. We move on. It's good stuff. Food City, everything we talked about is good at all Food City stores.
All Food City stores.
And we're cranking it out. Keep on, keep it on. So, I appreciate you coming by, sir. Thank you, as always.
Thank you, Tom.
Yep.
Glad to have you here.
Oh, I'm glad to be here. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Love being here we're here every week now, most weeks. Next week we won't, spring break, but we'll be back here in 2 weeks. Quick break, we'll come back and wrap it up right after this from Ivy Hall Nursing Home, one of our great sponsors on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're talking to Joseph Taylor, one of our great sponsors here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. And what's going on at Ivy Hall Nursing Home?
Ivy Hall, we would love to have short-term rehab patients. If you go in for knee surgery, shoulder surgery, stuff like that, you need a little bit of rehab, please consider Ivy Hall. We have private rooms for our short-term rehab patients. We offer physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, full-time respiratory therapy. We'd love to take care of you.
Looking for help? Looking for folks to work here?
Absolutely, 100%. If you want to come in, if you're a CNA, LPN, RN, you want to work in dietary, laundry, housekeeping, we would love to have you. You can go to ivyhallnursinghome.com and fill out an application. Somebody will certainly call you back if you put in an application.
Yep. So all these different folks, you take care of these different therapy programs, right?
Absolutely. We love the short-term patients. We love the long-term patients. Either one, we want to take care of anybody that comes our way, for sure.
Social media?
Social media, Ivy Hall Nursing Home on Facebook, and like I said, ivyhallnursinghome.com.
There you go. One of our great sponsors, folks. Love promoting them. Again, the great folks here in Elizabethton, sponsor of the Tom Taylor Sports Show and Cyclone Sports, Ivy Hall Nursing Home.
Hey there, neighbors. Todd Houston here with the Elizabethton Church of Christ, wishing you a very happy new year and a wildly successful 2026. I'd like to invite you to come and get to know our family here at Elizabethton as we are seeking to be more like our Lord every day. We're no perfect people, but we're a people that love the Lord and love you. We'd love to get to know you. If you'd like to join us, our times are at 10 and 11 a.m. on Sunday, 6:30 p.m., and then again Wednesday evening at 7. You can find us on Facebook or at elizabettoncoc.org.
Behind every Food City meat and seafood counter is a highly trained, certified butcher. Our butchers offer special orders, custom cuts, and even entire meal recommendations. In fact, you'll be so impressed with our butchers, you'll be asking yourself, what can't they do?
Huh, I bet he'd be great at wrapping presents.
Okay, well, maybe not that. But at Food City, our butchers make almost everything better.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show again. Thanks for being with us. So before we get out of here again, we've got baseball coming up at 4:45, not that far away. Cyclones and Unicoi County JV baseball. We're going to showcase the young guys today, and so the big boys are down in Knoxville at Grace Christian, and so they'll be there. We're going to be at the stadium, Northeast Community Credit Union Ballpark to be exact. 5 o'clock first pitch with the JV, Unicoi County JV and the Cyclone JV. So showcasing the young guys. They don't get a whole lot of publicity, so we thought we'd do that one today because I don't think we can get it I'm not sure we can get in them. Could have gotten in the car and gotten down to Knoxville with Friday traffic and all that in Knoxville in time for a ball game. So I know the baseball team left like at noon or 11:30. So anyway, we're going to be at the stadium showcasing the young guys. And we'll do that at 4:45. Audio and video. Tucker Taylor running the camera for us. So we'll wrap it up here with a verse today. We always dedicate our show to the man who hung on the cross. Unashamedly, we do that, of course. And so today's verse of the day would go like this. It is, it says we need to ask God to help relieve us of our worries and give us his strength for today, as worry is irrelevant. It's a good point. Changes nothing. When's the last time we solved a problem of sitting around worrying about it? It's a great point. Easier said than done, but it's a great point. Psalms 55, 16, and 17 are the verse of the day. But I call to God, and the Lord saves me. Evening, morning, and noon I cry out in distress, and he hears my voice. Good way to end it. Psalms 55, 16, and 17 are the verses of the day. Thanks again to our guest, Greg Salyer, Mr. Baseball, and also, of course, Rob Gillian, and Terry Templeton, the Food City folks. Back with you at 4:45 for Cyclone Baseball. Until then, we'll say, as always, bloom where you're planted. And win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching show number 2468 on our way to 2,500. Today here.